most beautiful foggy morning this morning. So before we start our project, we decided to take a walk. Come along with us. Adding more fruit trees to our orchard. Another plum. This one has green plums and is our third plum tree, which will shortly be followed by our fourth plum tree back there.
I think we need some more nectarines.
Yeah, same. I still want to get a nut tree. What's the native? Macadamia?
Macadamia.
Macadamia, yeah. Some wonderful soil we got there. All rock and clay. Gotta add gypsum and compost to it. In a previous video, we put lights under each of our fruit trees in the orchard because we read that it will potentially deter the possums from coming down and eating them at night. And we have an update. They do seem to be coming back, so perhaps it's scaring off the possums as intended. Alright, planting a few more brassicas and some garlic. All kinds of carrots apparently. See how these do. I don't think I've ever grown carrot seedlings. I've always planted direct.
Yeah, these ones say that you can do either, because these are just like the little
short ones.
Little short ones, yeah.
What are they? Oxheart?
Oxheart, that's right.
Are we putting garlic in this bed?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't actually remember how big the Swede gets.
Like a big...
They're a root vegetable, really.
Yeah, like a big radish.
Very little. Maybe a little bit too little to be transplanting.
It's his job to live now.
I might let those Swedes
Get a little bigger.
get a little bigger. This is coriander.
Cilantro.
I think you'll find it's coriander.
Okay, we're planting white crookneck garlic and colossus.
What do you think? Too close to the onions?
No, neither of them take up a lot of space at their base.
Yeah, they don't take up that much, right? It's just until they're just sort of like covered, right?
Yeah.
Actually, they all look really good. All the kales. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, sweet. Maybe these are a little bit too small, but you know.
And these are cauliflower. Okay.
Yep. We just treat our plants like Spartans.
We have random peas and potatoes growing in here because we put pea straw in and because it used to be the potato bed. It'll be a very full random assortment.
There's another potato. Volunteer potatoes. Yay.
I like a little chaos.
Yeah, I know. That's why none of your veggies ever grow.
They do too. And when they don't, that's not why.
It's not. No, of course not.
Grow, baby, grow.
Good luck. 2. This bed is planted. I'm going to pull this one out.
Fine. There's the 2 over
There's
on
2
the edge.
there,
You can leave those.
and there's another one right beside that stick
Oh,
there.
good, it'll climb it.
Okay. Yes.
We could actually probably put some string in between these
Or we
2
could just
posts.
rip them out because technically they're weeds.
They're food. It's fine.
And there's another one right there. Anyway,
That one will climb the cauliflower.
the cauliflower and kill it.
No, I think they'll just live harmoniously. Plant some lettuce in this semi-shady little raised bed.
Yes,
Oh,
it's 3. Look at all their roots falling off. Yes, this one is also 2. So I woke up this morning and the pool pump had died again. Pretty sure that the bearing in there is shot.
What you doing?
Trying to figure out how to get this off without a wheel pull.
Oh, I thought you were going to borrow one from the neighbor.
I was, but he's not here.
The new bearing arrived today.
The bearing puller is like this 3-pronged claw thing that you put over the top and then you wind it in and it like pulls it off. Did you come off or did you break? Right, it did start coming off.
It definitely made a good pop sound.
Yeah. The problem now is my little bits of metal were
In the way.
in the way. And I don't really want to hit it with a hammer, just from past experience. Hitting things with a hammer,
Doesn't end well.
no. I'm trying to avoid having to buy a new pump.
That's probably wise for now. Alright. Success.
Cool. Now, that's the broken bearing there. Now I just need to get that off.
Guess we'll have to ask the neighbor for his bearing puller.
Yep. Or I'm going to have to buy one myself.
The pool pump died almost 3 weeks ago. And this is probably the longest stint of non-green water we've had all summer. It's mildly hazy, but also a lot has blown into it during the most recent windstorms. But it's not green. Ridiculous. The Lorikeets and the Currawongs eat more of our grapes than we do.
Probably should have oiled this before the rain. Yeah, all I'm going to be doing is just covering it in linseed oil. I guess that's all right. It's childproof. Okay. Yeah, I passed the test. So I'm using 100% linseed oil here, and then I've seen some people boil linseed oil with beeswax, which also is something else you can do. I don't know really enough about it, so this is what I'm doing. Maybe somebody's got a better idea. If you do, let me know. There we go. That'll do for now. Yeah, once we get this area paved a bit better, I'll probably lift these pavers and put sand under them or something and make it a little bit more secure. But for now, it's all good. Now we can use it. What do you think?
I think it's good. All right, what next?
I think I'm going to go plant those fig trees, get those in the ground.
Okay.
While the ground is nice and soft after the rain.
I would like to decide where I'm going to plant some more sweet peas because those need to get in the ground.
Okay. Is it a cup of tea time yet? Morning tea?
I know, it feels like it.
Maybe
we just started.
Maybe I'll go and plant those figs and then I'll go up and make us a cup of tea. Maybe a cookie.
Ooh, cookie.
Fancy it up a little bit.
Maybe we should bring it down here. It's so lovely.
I think so.
All right, well, the longer I sit here, the more lethargic it's making me. I should probably move.
We've got to enjoy our time, Jenny.
I know.
It's all about the journey.
Well, we're not journeying at the moment. We're sitting.
Right.
I just ripped out all of the old sweet peas that were right here growing up this, and I'm going to plant some more and then find somewhere else I can plant them because this is not enough sweet peas. All right, these are the ones I have. Some of these are ones I harvested from last year or left over from last year, and also I picked these up at our little local hub where you can go drop off seeds and pick up seeds. So I don't know if those are going to be basically what I already have or something else altogether, but I guess we'll find out. These are definitely smaller than mine. We'll see if they actually germinate. There are a couple down here that did some self-sowing. I'm surprised there aren't more. There were like hundreds of seeds popping off that plant because I sort of just let it go to seed. So we'll add to the ones that are here. See what else we can get. Oh. Get some sweet potato out of the way. I'm not going to remember where I planted these.
Now we're going to espalier these, well that's the plan anyway, so I'm going to be running wires, so I need to make sure that these plants are roughly in a line, or at least their small branches are. I've never really done it before, so this is also going to be another experiment. Seems to be a lot of experimenting around here. Can't be that hard, right? Plant to plant, string some wires, wrap them around somehow, cross your fingers, try and pull that out a little bit, loosen that up. Alright, I'll go and get some mulch these, and then maybe I better cage them as well. You look like you're going to fall off there, mate.
You dropped it. Do you need another one?
No, it's still up.
You'll go get it. You want this? Dana's cleaning all the bird poo off the deck, which is the price we pay for inviting the birds to the deck. In the meantime, I've been harvesting. Got beans and snow peas and chilies and one bell pepper, which hasn't turned yet, but need to investigate what's happening there. And our random assortment of mismatched cucumbers that I don't know what to do with, because update, my pickles developed a yeast infection.
My mate from next door has just dropped off his bearing puller, so hopefully I'll be able to fix the pool pump today, which is going to be nice. Now, let's see if it's going to fit. So this one has 3 jaws on it. They just clamp on around the outside. This spindle tightens up like that. Now the hard part is it going to hold? I'm going to use a shifter because I don't have a socket set. A real socket set at the moment. Perfect. Just like that. Beautiful. Now, where's the other one? Look at that. When you've got the right tools, it takes like 10 seconds. Excellent. There's the old one. There's the bearing puller. Instead of grinding it off with an angle grinder, which was going to be my next option. Now to get the new one on there, that's going to have to be tapped on. So the camera died while I was pushing this bearing back on. I just tapped it on with a rubber mallet, but I don't have any video of that, so now I need to try and remember how to put this back together. Uh-oh. What do I do with my phone? So I just had to check the video from when I pulled it apart to make sure that I'm getting this around the right way, otherwise it will be pushing water out through our skimmer box instead of the other way. Lovely. Okay. Now to try and make sure I get this on right. I'm acting like I can remember how to put this back together, but I've had to look it up like 3 times. Okay. Gotta make sure that case is on. That spin's nice and clear. There's a bolt hole there for these long screws. Alright, then this. So there's a drain hole at the bottom here. That's going to go at the bottom. This bolt hole will line up with this bolt hole. And another one down here. Wait, this is going to be flipped upside down. So that drain hole should have been on the other side. I'm going to go get it. Alright. Put the impeller back on, pretty important. Put the motor cover back on. Beautiful. So this is where our pool pump has been. Needs to be tidied up, this whole area. But no, this is what we have at the moment. Don't want to mess with it really, not yet. Okay, make sure that O-ring goes in. Make sure the O-ring there is in. think my hoodie needs to be fixed. Maybe I need a new one. Winter's coming. Alright. Empty this out. Now before I turn it on again, I'm going to fill this with water. Because otherwise I think air can get trapped in there and you end up with it cavitating, so I'll go do that now. Alright, let's give it a go. Okay, well that's leaking. Better fix that. Alright, try it again. I think there's still too much air in there. Oh, that's not good. Come on. Alright, that's pumping again. So yeah, that was a bearing on the pool pump. That cost me $13 and a bit of time. A bit better than buying a new one. I've come for my reward.
I assume the pool pump is fixed.
The pool pump is fixed.
Well done.
Oh, you can tell, can't you?
Oh,
It's amazing.
Immediately better.
So I'm going to be building a concrete pad here today for an air conditioning unit that we're going to be putting in the next few weeks. I don't really like this spot. We're going to eventually retain all in here, so this is definitely just going to be a temporary fix. But yeah, here we are. So this is just another thing that I don't really know how to do, but I'm just going to, charge forward. As far as I can remember, you put down some gravel, get it level, box it in with some timber, and then mix up some cement. I'm just going to use bags of cement, mix it up in a wheelbarrow, and pour it. Oh no. I don't really know what I'm doing. Ugh. Okay, well that's not good. That is higher. That is higher. How can... Oh my goodness. Anything about not really knowing what you're doing is it just sort of takes you a bit longer, that's all. Like, you just have to take your time and try not to rush. I kind of want this leaning away from the house, not towards the house, so the water just runs off away from the house. It doesn't help that this retaining wall is very crooked. according to my very precise measurements. Cool. That's better. Cool. Okay. Check these angles. As close to 90 degrees as you can get. So there's that one. Those don't matter. That's in line with the house. Cool.
Somehow I ended up with a whole bunch more bulbs for spring flowers. I know what I'm doing for the day. They're going in my cottage flower garden where I try to keep all of my non-native flowers mainly contained. The bulk of the bulbs and corms are going to go in there, my flower garden. However, I am going to put some right here and right here, as well some daffodils and some spraxis, and also some forget-me-nots once there. I'm growing those from seed. Ow, that's a rock.